The deadliest accident in aviation history did not happen in the air. It happened on the ground, in fog, on an island neither plane was supposed to be on. And it started with a bomb 80 kilometers away. March 27, 1977. Gran Canaria Airport. A small explosion goes off in a flower shop in the terminal. A separatist group claims responsibility and warns of a second device. The airport is closed. Every inbound flight is diverted to the nearest alternative, a small regional airfield on the island of Tenerife, called Los Rodeos. Los Rodeos was never built for this. It has one runway, one parallel taxiway, and on that afternoon, 5 diverted jumbo jets are parked across its taxiway, blocking it completely. Among them, KLM Flight 4805 and Pan AM Flight 1736, both Boeing 747s, both full. In command of the KLM aircraft is Captain Jacob Van Zanten. He is not just any pilot. He is the head of KLM's flight training department, the face of the airline's advertising, the man who trains other captains. His authority is absolute. When Gran Canaria reopens, Pan AM is ready to leave immediately. But its path is blocked by the KLM 747, which has begun refueling. Van Zanten made a decision. Rather than wait, he would take on fuel here to save time later. That decision would add 35 minutes of delay and 55 tons of weight. And then the fog arrived. Thick cloud rolls down from the mountains and swallows the airfield. Visibility collapses to a few hundred meters. The control tower can no longer see the runway. The aircraft cannot see each other. There is no ground radar. With the taxiway blocked, both aircraft are told to taxi down the active runway itself. KLM goes first all the way to the end and turns around. Pan AM follows behind, ordered to exit at the 3rd taxiway and clear the runway. In the fog, the Pan AM crew miscount the exits and miss their turn. They keep rolling, still on the runway. At the other end, unseen in the cloud, the KLM 747 is now lined up and ready. The first officer contacts the tower for clearance. The tower gives them the route to fly after departure, but never says the words cleared for takeoff. And here, everything converges. Van Zanten pushes the throttles forward. His first officer says, quote, "We are now at takeoff." It is ambiguous phrasing invented on the spot, and the tower reads it as, "We are now at the takeoff position." The tower replies, "Okay, stand by for takeoff, I will call you." At that exact moment, the Pan AM crew, hearing this, transmit their own message. "We are still taxiing down the runway." 2 radio signals hit the tower frequency at the same instant. They cancel each other out. In the KLM cockpit, all that is heard is a 3-second squeal. The most important sentence of the day is erased by physics. The KLM flight engineer hears something in that noise. He asks the question that could still stop it. Is he not clear that Pan AM? Van Zanten answers firmly, "Oh yes." And the engineer, facing the most senior pilot in the company, says nothing more. 9 seconds later, the Pan AM crew see landing lights emerge from the fog, accelerating toward them. They firewall the throttles and turn hard left onto the grass. Van Zanten pulls back so violently that his tail scrapes 20 meters of runway. He almost makes it. The KLM 747 strikes the Pan AM fuselage at 260 kilometers an hour. 583 people are lost. 61 people, all on the Pan AM aircraft, survive. It remains the deadliest accident in aviation history. Investigators found no mechanical failure, no single villain. Instead, a chain. A bomb, a diversion, an overloaded airfield, fog, a blocked taxiway, ambiguous words, 2 radios speaking at once, and a junior crew member who could not challenge a legend. Because of Tenerife, the phrase takeoff is now spoken only when clearance is actually given. Standard phraseology became mandatory worldwide. And most importantly, the industry created crew resource management, the training that gives every crew member, regardless of rank, the authority and the duty to speak up. Every time a first officer challenges a captain today and is listened to, that is Tenerife. The 583 changed how the world flies. Subscribe for the investigations that rewrote aviation.